If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.
Live on Radio Row. It is Coors Light sponsored. It is the final day. And I'm getting a little hometown guy, kind of, sort of. You know, it says Maryland on it, right? Does it say Maryland on it?
It does say Rockville.
That says, don't go back to Rockville.
That's what they keep saying, but I keep going.
Waste another year.
I don't think it's about Rockville, Maryland, no. I like to think it's about Rockville, Georgia.
And I think it is Rockville, Georgia. I'm pretty sure it is. From O.A.R, and of course the O.A.R stands for Of a Revolution. You haven't had any rock stars around here, Marc Roberge. You know, what brings you to the Super Bowl this year? The Redskins aren't in it.
I heard Adam Sandler was going to be here, so that's why I came. No, I'm kidding.
I can't. He'll be here, though.
I'm a sports fan. I'm a big NFL fan. I love football. I love being around. The NFL called and said, you want to do a show, a free show on the beach Saturday night. I said, of course. I mean, are you kidding me? Just to be down there. I'm not going to the game. I'm going home to watch it with the family. My kid, I have a new kid, so it's
nice.
First Super Bowl I can't miss with him. You know what I mean?
So NFL's a big part of your life with the band and stuff?
NFL's a big part. I was a much bigger college football fan for years because I went to the Ohio State University.
Gotta go to the Horseshoe, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, that was it for me. But then recently I just realized NFL's got such a great product, and even being a Redskins fan, I still love the NFL.
Yeah, exactly. It's tough being a Redskin fan these days, huh?
It's really hard to be a Redskins fan. I know you're saying that because you're a Ravens guy.
I love it, man. I love it. So what's going on with the band? Give me the whole story, and I'll tell you some O.A.R stuff that my experience with you, because I'm old, but I love music. And I was a music critic at the Sun back in the 80s, and done a lot of rock and roll stuff. But you know, I kind of fell off the charts a little bit, and you guys have just emerged as this really cool college band, right?
Yeah, it's been a weird ride because we started off making records in 1996 as high school students in Rockville, going back to the house after school.
Were you known as O.A.R then?
Yeah, we were known as O.A.R then, and we basically made our first record as high school students and then went away to college. So we started doing really well, but where we got the college band thing from was that we couldn't get booked in clubs, so we'd just play anywhere, anyone's yard, anywhere. And then we started renting.
Well, you come over to Condo next weekend, boys. We'll fire it up.
Hey, tomorrow we're playing in a big beach for free. You know, we still do the outdoor crazy thing because this is how we came up. We play anywhere. And then, you know, over the years when we couldn't get booked, we'd rent out our own venues and sell them out. So I think we kind of worked ourselves into a system that didn't want to accept us. And then now the system's kind of working with us. And I think it all came from just sticking together. I mean, we've been together for 14 years, and it's been really good.
I always think this, and how old are you now?
You're 31.
You're 31, all right, I'm 41. So every time I go see a band play now, because I've had partners, I've had good relationships, bad relationships, in my business world. I mean, I'm really an entrepreneur more than just being the radio guy. And I have a wife, and that's a partnership, and then sometimes that goes well, and sometimes it doesn't. I can't imagine being in a band with 3 guys, like Rush or like Triumph, and then being in a band with 4 guys, like the Beatles, or being in a band with 5 guys, or being in Chicago with 10 guys. How, it really is an incredible partnership, and I've gotten to know so many musicians through the years. I mean, like my friends in Styx, they've had this horrendous knockdown, drag out, war over the name of the band and all that kind of stuff. And REM's had guys in and guys out and all that. How do you keep it together? I mean, because people grow, you're making babies, you got wives, everybody has a pull, and then when you get big and there's a lot of money involved, it's almost like the NFL and the CBA. There's more to fight over, right?
Yeah, that's a really good point. I think with us, we grew up, most of us, 4 out of the 5 of our members grew up. We went to elementary school, middle school, high school together. We know each other's families. We know each other's what we're gonna say before we say it.
You don't know any other life.
I don't know any other life. These are my guys. When I went to college, the first person I ever met was Jerry, our sax player. He was just moving our gear for the first year that I knew him. He'd show up at our shows and move our stuff around, and he ended up in the band. The way we do things is not based on monetary reasons. We do things for the right reasons, and I think that's paid off in the end. Granted, we've missed out on some things because we just didn't feel right doing it. We will not let that stuff get in the way of just making music as buddies, because that's how we started.
If you love Baltimore sports, you'll love WNST.net.